Good morning, everybody. Welcome to San Antonio Living. I'm Shelly Miles. It is graduation season, and sometimes all the various announcements and invitations can be confusing. So here to help is our etiquette expert, Diane Gottsman. It's good to see you.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Oh boy, it's a tough one. I know you get a lot of questions, and we're going to start with talking about the difference between a graduation announcement and a graduation invitation.
They are not the same.
Okay.
So an announcement means my son or daughter has graduated.
Okay.
Invitation means I want you to come.
Okay.
So one invites you, that's the invitation. One says they graduated.
Okay. Okay, so do we send money for both? What do we do?
Always money. Money is appreciated. Anytime you want to give a gift across the board, you know, that's a commonly asked question.
Okay.
Is money too cold? No, money is a great gift.
Yes.
But if you are invited to a graduation, you're going to want to take a gift.
Okay.
If you receive an announcement, you may or may not know that adult child very well, and
Okay.
it's not mandatory, it's discretionary. An announcement discretionary, an invitation not mandatory, but it's a polite thing to do.
Okay, so let's get into some questions. These are things that people ask you all the time. Here we go. People are coming from out of town. We've got limited tickets to graduation. So how do I decide who gets to go?
So whoever you are closest to.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean you're not close to someone else, but you have to make a decision, and it has to be fast. So it's going to be your immediate family, somebody, your godmother, godfather, best friend, and people understand. So if they're not on that list, they're not going to be offended, or they shouldn't be. They know there's only limited numbers of seats.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Is it in bad taste to hold two graduation parties on the same day? I'm like, who is this magic person who can only deal with one?
I know. This person is very excited to get to graduate.
Yes.
So I think that it's difficult for the people that are going, especially if they're invited to both. So the answer is, I guess you can. I mean, I would spread it out if possible, because it puts pressure on mom and dad, if nothing else, unless they're the ones wanting to do it. But you don't invite the same person to both.
Okay.
So mix up your list.
Okay. Here's a question we've talked about before. The graduate is often very busy as well, going to parties that friends are having and things like that. Is it okay for them to leave their own party?
At some point in time, not in the middle of their party, but let the party wind down, let the last guest leave that is in their friend group, and aunts and uncles may stay behind that have come from out of town, say, I'm just so happy you're here, I'm going to see you tomorrow morning for breakfast, I'm going to go to some other parties now. Okay,
good to know. Here is another question from a viewer. I'm hosting a graduation dinner for my son, and I worry about the cost of the meals. Is it okay to ask for each person to pay for their own dinner and all cover the cost of appetizers?
So I think that's very sweet that they want to invite people out. They are going to cover the cost of the appetizers. We have to keep people's budgets in mind, but you're really not hosting if you're not paying.
Right.
So just let the guests know that, come, I'm paying for the appetizers, meals on you.
Okay, so just give them advance notice and they can make the decision there. Another question. I have a graduation gift to take to the graduation. Should I take it there? Should I bring it to the party? What do I do there?
Send it ahead. Go ahead and send it ahead if you can. If there is a party after, you can bring it to the party, but taking it to the graduation itself and handing it to the graduate's a little tough.
Okay, also if you're doing that, check about flowers and things like that, because all sorts of rules related to college graduation, high school graduation, all that stuff. How much money should I spend on a graduation gift?
So there's no hard and fast rule. And again, it depends on your budget. But it could be anywhere from $20, a frame, to $500 if it's grandma or grandpa. So it can go up. It can go to thousands of dollars if it's parents and they're doing something for you that's extravagant. But don't feel badly if you can't afford to spend, more than just a few dollars. It's the thought that counts. Something meaningful, something nice. A handwritten card is always nice.
Okay. Let's talk about, do we send a gift certificate? Is cash better? Do I write a check?
So if you're giving them cash and handing it to them, yes, never cash in the mail.
Okay.
Check is wonderful. Gift certificate, if you know they can use it for multiple things.
Okay.
But, a gift certificate to a restaurant and they're moving away is difficult.
Okay.
Or to let's say a fishing store. They don't fish.
Right?
So it has to be personalized.
Okay. A lot of times you're trying to dream up, a really good graduation gift because you know the person, you want it to be special. But money is okay. They are going to use it.
They can use it on what they want to use it for. And if you're trying to dream up this fabulous gift and it's fabulous to you, it may not be fabulous to
Yeah.
them. They may not need another piece of your hand-drawn artwork for their walls.
Okay.
So think about what they need versus what you want to give them.
Okay, thank you notes. Who gets a thank you note?
Everybody. Everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you notes when somebody gives you a gift, especially for graduation, handwritten and mailed. Not texted, not emailed,
Okay.
handwritten.
Okay, good deal. Well, thank you for getting us up to speed. Always good to see you. If you've got questions, you can find Diane Gottsman at the Protocol School of Texas right here in San Antonio. Make sure you are following her on Instagram at Diane Gottsman. You can also visit protocolschooloftexas.com for more information.